In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Disney World. Welcome everyone. Today I'm in Orlando, Florida, Disney World, and I'm heading to the Magic Kingdom. I've got something special I'm going to try today.
So again, folks, you are our villains this evening. You are our villains.
I just got off the tram and I realized I forgot my hat, and I cannot spend a day at Disney without something covering my head, so I'm hopping right back on and going back to my car. And I am the only one on this tram. There's someone way up there, but there's about 5 empty cars. I feel like I'm someone special. My own tram.
For your safety.
Allowed in the park.
And now I'm ready to face the day at Magic Kingdom.
Empty, tucked
and I'm
at your
still
feet in the road
king of
with
the
you.
tram. So there's a few ways we can go. We can take the express monorail. We can take the resort monorail. But it looks like she is redirecting people away from the express monorail. I was planning on taking the ferry anyway, so I made the decision, and so did she. So one boat is just leaving, and one is about halfway across the lake. So as soon as that one gets in and unloads, that's the one we'll be on. What I think is really interesting is how much money you will see over here around the pylons, and we will look down on that once we get on board. Of course, when we are at the ferry dock, we are very close to the Polynesian. And there you can see all the money that people throw, and take a look at that. I don't know why people just throw money away, but this place is just loaded with coins. I wonder if people ever try to hit the very tippy top here. Coins won't go up here because they're pointed, but they could land there. I don't see any, but I'm not quite tall enough either. Coins are falling from the upper deck as we speak. I saw 2 go into the water, and 4 or 5 went on there. Man, it's just inches deep.
Por favor, manténganse alejados de las escaleras.
So as we head into Magic Kingdom, I'll tell you what my plans are. Today is going to be all about eating. Now everybody knows about the classic things that you eat when you're at Magic Kingdom. Things like the Dole Whip, a hot dog at Casey's, the turkey leg, maybe the Mickey Mouse shaped ice cream bars. So what I'm going to do is try one snack in every land. Not necessarily a big meal, and not necessarily something you don't know about, but I'm going to try to avoid the standards, the classics. And we're going to visit some of the less seen food items. And I'm going to work my way around Magic Kingdom. And there's Chip and Dale. Dale just had the photographer's straw hat on his head. And over here is Pluto. They can usually be found meeting and greeting here at the end of Main Street. Now, I don't know if Main Street constitutes a land, but I haven't eaten all day, and it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. I think what I'm going to do is start at Adventureland, Liberty Square, Frontierland, work my way around back to Fantasyland, down to Tomorrowland, and we'll see. Maybe I'll find something to wrap it up back here on Main Street. All the kids are standing where the water is because they want to get spit on by this guy. And speaking of getting watered on, the Leaky Tikis are back. For a long time they were not here, and they are squirting more water than ever. It almost looks like a shower, so much water is coming out of these. But that is really refreshing on a hot day. I'm not gonna do it. Let's see what they have here at the stands right outside Jungle Cruise. Alright, they got cotton candy, frozen treats, popcorn. Let's see what's over on this side. More of the same. Oh, what is this? The cheeseburger spring roll. I think I'm going to try the cheeseburger spring roll. Here is the cheeseburger spring roll. I was kind of surprised they had little packets of mustard but no ketchup. And I'm more of a ketchup guy than a mustard guy. But let's see how these things are. Never had one before. I'm not getting a lot of the cheeseburger taste. More like an egg roll. I have to say I'm not getting really a lot of cheeseburger out of this. That's what it looks like. There's some meat in there. I can taste relish. A little bit of meat. Not much cheese at all. And they also didn't have napkins over there. So I think when I'm done here, I'm going to head over to Pecos Bill and get some napkins. I think I should mention one other thing. The water was $3.50. A lot of people don't know. If you go to, not these types of stands at carts, but the counter stands and ask for a glass of ice water, they will give it to you free of charge. You don't have to pay $3.50 for the bottle of water. Try the other one, see if it's the same. They're not bad. They're tasty. They're crispy. But I wouldn't compare them to a cheeseburger. I will say that two of these are feeling awful filling. I don't know how I'm going to get around 4 other lands. I'm tasting the meat, a little bit of cheese I guess, onions, which I'm not real big on, some pickle relish maybe. Look how greasy my fingers are. Alright, I'm going to walk over there. I need a drink. I'm going to find the drinking fountain. Then I'm going to head over to Frontierland and see what I can find. Tell me, does a drink count, or do I have to eat something? I'm making the rules. I guess I can do whatever I want. Here's water, and it's in the shade, so it should be really cool. Now on to Frontierland, but first I'm going to check and see how long the line is for Pirates. 30 minutes. Not bad, I'm here. I'm doing it.
This is ready for Uno, to face the Pirates come. Proceed.
I'm always sorry that they got rid of the mermaid here. I used to really like the mermaid skeleton in the boat. But they did leave the little seagull.
Surrender, Captain Jack Sparrow, or by thunder we'll burn the city to the ground.
All he has to do is go through the ride and he'll see jackets all over the place.
They need a bit of persuasion, mateys.
I am no chicken. I will not talk. Your feathers, dear. You're flawed.
Easy for her to say, she's not getting dunked in the water. There he is. He's right there.
Golden eggs.
Hey there, you bilge rat.
Oh, quit your clucking. The gentlemen want the rum. Don't ya, boys?
Give ya 20 for the wrong.
Pipe down, you lily-livered lubber.
Captain Jack Sparrow. You'll never find the treasure without a look at this here map and this lovely key to the treasure.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Have a little
Very musical pigs. Well, that was refreshing on a hot day. Now off to Frontierland to see what I can find to eat. And if you've never done it, make sure that you take some time to play the Pirate's Adventure. It really is a lot of fun, and you can see it on one of my other videos. Maybe this is where we'll find our next snack. Well, let's take a look at the menu board. Let's see, what would be different? I don't know if I want anything spicy as fried spicy battered cauliflower. That might be a little too much. We have a cookie. Jalapeno poppers. I like those, but it might be a little spicy as well. I'm going with the cauliflower just because it's different enough to fulfill our goals here today. Find some different foods that aren't classic Disney. All those tables are available because they're out in the hot sun. So I think I'm going to take my food inside Pecos Bill. So there's my cauliflower, my water, and I am sitting in Pecos Bill, the biggest fast food restaurant in all of Walt Disney World. Matter of fact, I have heard that this is the biggest fast food restaurant in all of North America. I don't know if that's true. It'd be interesting if someone would check it out. So let's see how this is. I don't know what the sauce is. This is very, very good. Cool. The spice has a bite to it. There must be a little bit of horseradish in there. But it's good. I think I'll eat the whole thing. I'm going to try one without the sauce, just to see exactly how spicy it is by itself. Not much of a bite at all. A little bit. But I think the sauce is what really adds to it. I can't say I found another favorite, but I'm glad I tried it. It's not bad. Speaking as a person who doesn't like spicy food, I wish they had offered a choice in dips. I would have much preferred just regular ranch dip, and I think I would have enjoyed that a lot more. But to each his own. Let's go and see what the wait is at Splash Mountain. That was 70 minutes at Splash Mountain and 50 minutes at Big Thunder. But I have a Fast Pass waiting for me over at Buzz Lightyear, and it expires in about 22 minutes. So I'm going to hightail it over there. This could have been my Adventureland treat. I usually get the Dole Whip, but those are pretty good, and I haven't had one in quite a while. So today's not the day with all the eating I'm going to be doing, but I'll be sure to get one before I go home from this trip. The band is playing. I love the band. I got time. And of course, right now, Tomorrowland is featuring the incredible Tomorrowland Expo. Everything is incredible.
Super. There is a massive spider on my desk and I need immediate assistance.
And here's where we're headed. Star Command Headquarters. And you are here. Does that planet remind you of anybody? And how about that planet? I really love the giant Viewmaster. Now I have to put the camera away because saving the galaxy is serious business. Now I have a decision to make. People Mover or Carousel of Progress. I like them both. Let's see. They just let in at Carousel. People Mover has a relatively small line. It's People Mover. So here's the plan. It's 4:12. My next fast pass is 4:55 at Big Thunder Mountain. So I'm going to do the People Mover. I'm going to see if I can find a snack here in Tomorrowland. Then I will head over and do Big Thunder. Then I'll go to Liberty Square and see if I can get a snack there. Somewhere along the line I have to get back to Fantasyland. This is just too much eating. But I think it's going to be fun when I'm all done. I always like to be facing forward on the People Mover. I don't like to be facing backwards. Like you've already passed the things by the time you can see it. And of course, a great view of the castle from the People Mover too. Several of them. It is so refreshing when this ride goes into Space Mountain. Oh, on a hot day, it just feels good to pop in there. I love the People Mover. It's so relaxing. On a hot day, you get to go through Space Mountain for a little bit. It's one of those things I just like to do. Tomorrowland, I like Space Mountain, and Carousel of Progress. But right now, I've got to see if I can find that Tomorrowland snack. Just a little treat. I've had an awful lot to eat already, so just something small. The problem is there really aren't that many things that have a small serving. Sometimes people complain about the prices at Disney, but you get an awful lot for that price. And the servings are always really good size. I'm going to keep looking. They had pretzels, they had the Jack Jack cookie, they had the incredible mask, which I'm not sure what that is. I think it's a pretzel, it looks like a mask. But we'll keep looking and see what we can find. Technically it's not food, but I think we'll settle for the incredibly refreshing Frozen Flame. So I'm going to work my way across the park where I have a fast pass waiting for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And then we'll see where we go from there. Wow, I can sit down and have this entire park to myself and finish my cool, refreshing drink. It really is turning out to be another great day at Walt Disney World. But I just don't know how I'm going to finish at least eating something in two more lands. You have to get something in Liberty Square. I have to get something at Fantasyland. And I don't know, does Main Street count? I know you're going to say yes, but I'm going to have to give it some thought. And you know, there's a lot of sweets. I'm not real big on sweets. I know after watching my New York video when I went and ate all those sweets, but that was an unusual situation. Generally, I don't eat all that many sweets, and it looks like a lot of the things here are sweets. You know, there have been clouds and dark clouds rolling around. I've been thinking it's going to rain, but it just keeps holding off, and it's been a beautiful, fantastic day. I'm glad you're here to share it with me. And as you look at some of the names on the windows, you probably already know that these are all creators, Imagineers, and people that work for the Disney company. But this one right here is the man himself. And the reason they chose this window is so Walt would always be facing the castle. So it's about 5 o'clock. I got here just before 2:30, so I've been here a little over 2.5 hours. I am so full, beyond belief. Just having those 3 things, the slush and the cauliflower, and those rolls, the spring rolls. I'm going to complete this challenge, but never again. This is funny. Those 2 cast members are yelling and cheering and blowing bubbles every time somebody steps in that square. Let's wait for the next person to step in that square. I'm coming, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I'm coming. Now we're in the Fast Pass line for the wildest ride in the wilderness. You be daring. Watching us. Ready for the big stop, the big jolt. Here it comes. It's gonna go again. That's the real stop. Well, that's always fun. Now, I've already eaten in Frontierland, so I think what I'm going to do is head over to Liberty Square, maybe go to Haunted Mansion, and find some kind of a snack there. I'm almost done. I still have the rest of my night ahead of me. I guess I could hold off on some of it, but I'm on a quest. Oh, the Muppet Town Square show is starting. Let's go take a look.
Great moments in history, but only the American Great moments in history, but just the American parts. Well, cheer up and allow me to continue. The year is 1776, and the Second Continental Congress has concluded.
Roll call! Thomas Jefferson! Hi-oh, Jefferson here. John Adams. Hey, that's me! And the highly quotable Benjamin Franklin.
Ah, Ben Franklin here. A penny saved is a penny earned. All hail King George!
Figgy, women aren't kings, they're queens.
Fine! All hail Queen Georgette!
Good grief.
I protest! This is not historically accurate. The king was not at the Congress.
Great moments in history. Great moments in history. Great moments in history.
But only the American.
Great moments in history, but just the American parts. Thanks, everyone. We couldn't have done it without you.
Okay, here's something you don't often see people eat while walking around Walt Disney World. A fruit cup. Yes, a fruit cup. That's what I got in Liberty Square. I can only eat so much junk food, and I have to have something that's just a little better. Looks pretty good. It's got apples and melon and a little bit of pineapple in there. Really refreshing on a hot day. That was good. Now let's head over to Haunted Mansion and see how long the wait is. 35-minute standby. I'll do it. I just have to show everyone. Do you see it? There is the ring in the pavement. When she threw away her wedding ring, this is where it ended up. And now you can find it.
Of the greatest ghost writers.
gonna do? Oh, he gave me a beard. Haunted Mansion was a great ride as always, and I have left and I'm now in Fantasyland. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get here. I'm approaching Gaston's, so let's see what they have. I know here there's a lot of pastries and sugary foods, and over at Pinocchio's there are things like flatbreads and sandwiches. Let's take a look. Now offering LeFou's Brew pastry, snacks, beverages. Let's see what they have. A ham, brie and grain mustard, smoked turkey, Swiss and cranberry, fruit and cheese. I already had some fruit. That would be kind of double dipping. A warm cinnamon roll or a chocolate croissant. What would Gaston do? He'd eat it all. He'd eat 5 dozen eggs. So in all my time coming here, I have never sat in this side of the tavern. I always go up an order and go to the right side that has a path all the way off. So today I came over here, and it's kind of nice because out this window where I'm sitting is a great view of the castle. And here's what I ended up ordering. A chocolate croissant. I know I said I don't like a lot of sweets, but it looked like the best thing to finish up for today. And a Coke Zero. So let's give it a taste test, shall we? Not bad. I'm feeling if I go a little deeper, there might be some filling in here. It's not real flaky. Kind of heavy for a croissant. Very tasty, and I'm sure it's going to be very filling. Not bad if you like chocolate and you like sweets. Well, he does use antlers in all of his decorating. And look at that, somebody missed really, really bad with the dart, considering the dartboard is way over there. Someone came right down on the top of that windowsill with a dart too. And there's several of them up there between the antlers. They're terrible at playing darts. And I wonder if that is Gaston's hat. Well, I did it. I had something to eat in every one of the lands and did other things as well. A lot of junk food. I'm glad I had the fruit in between. It was fun though, I enjoyed it. It's nice to do a variety of different things like that when you're going through the park. So you're not always just doing the same thing over and over. So right now I am looking at the sorry, I just got interrupted because I can see my lens steaming up after leaving the cool area and going out here into the steamy, warm Florida weather. But I'm by the Seven Dwarves train, and we'll take a look at the next car that comes by here. This is really a great ride. Always has a long, long line, however. There's one right there. Here they come. Really a fun ride, but seldom less than 70 minutes for a wait. I generally don't wait. I'll do it if I have a fast pass. But right now, speaking of fast passes, I have one for Jungle Cruise. So let's head over there.
This is our resident python. You can tell he's a python and not a boa because, of course, boas have feathers. He's a real sweetheart. He can develop quite a crush on you, but it's kind of a constricting relationship. You really don't want to get wrapped up in that one.
I think that was one of the best Jungle Cruise rides I've ever been on. Skipper Steph was dead on. Timing was perfect. Everybody was laughing. You don't always get really good rides like that. This one was really good. I'm glad that I took it, and I'm glad I had my fast pass for it. It's getting to be nighttime, so I don't need my hat any longer, but I don't have any place to put it. So sometimes just keeping it on my head is the easiest thing, even though it isn't really necessary. All right, I think I am going to do one last thing. I really don't need it, but I know I said I was going to try something in every land. So I might as well, as long as we're on a roll, try something on Main Street. I'm not going to be so concerned with going out of my way. I might do a standard. Ice cream, candy at the candy store, a hot dog at Casey's. I don't know. I'll get something. Alright, so my last bit of food before leaving the park tonight is on Main Street. So I did 5 lands plus Main Street, and okay, I went tiptoe, I went standard today. A Casey's hot dog. It's a good hot dog, but you know, I wish they would have sold it alone. I really don't need the fries. I've eaten so much food today. The hot dog's good. $8 Casey's. Well, that's how I'm ending my around the park journey through food. Snack at every land plus Main Street. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed having you here. I'm Mark from the Average Me Travel Channel.